Greetings, I am CrossKnights, and this is Let's Play Matrix Path of Mega Man. Not quite. Try Mega Man X2. Finally, I'm gonna stop being a crab tease and take out Bubble Crab. His weapon is pretty good. It has a, well, its second form is very similar to Rolling Shield. It's weird. Whenever I start this stage, I have a, odd memory of me trying out the ultimate weapon in this stage, because I guess I came here first. And the fact that I sort of remember that is creepy. Remember how I mentioned that Silk Shot is different depending on what stage you're on? Here's the proof. When I showed it on Ostrich's stage, it was taking, like, mechanical junk, and now it's just taking bedrock. Hey, they made me automatically chuck that. Now, I think this fishy thing is actually weak against Silk Shot. I don't know, though. Looks like that's doing a decent amount of damage to multiple parts, so that's cool. You don't need to destroy this fish, but, if you do, it'll be less annoying to go through the stage. Miss! Shameful. What can I hit you with? Mines. Let loose the mines! It's mainly that damn searchlight that's annoying. Ha! Stayed ahead of it. Ha! Ha! Drop your fins. I haven't showed up the charged up version of the mine yet, I think. But it creates, I don't know, it's weird. I'll show it later, I guess. Damn you. Gotta be careful here. That's a drop. Oh well, I wasn't able to murder it in time. Bye, fishy. I still damaged you a bunch. So the heart container, I need the weapon that you acquire in this stage in order to get. And I don't remember if there's an E-tank here or a capsule. So I have 2 E-tanks and 3 capsules at this point, so there's one more capsule left. There's 1 capsule, 2 E-tanks. That's not the weapon I wanted. 1 heart container. And that's it? I think that's it. I have no idea what the capsule is, also. Do not remember. Unless it's dashed directly up, but I think that's Mega Man X3. They all run together sometimes. Alternate route. Okay, Bubble Crab is weak against the Gator's weapon, the spinny wheel thing, but just like with all the other ones, I'm gonna try to, beat him with just my X-Buster. Which, again, might not happen the first time, but I'm sure that'll happen the first time, because you know what? I'm gonna use E-Tanks if I have to. I'm not ashamed. Look at all that damage. They really, you know, they adjusted the enemy blinking rates to accommodate for, to accommodate the double X-Buster. Wow. Die, die! Of course, he's invincible. When you know what? Screw it. I'll die once. I don't care. I want to try to do this without a tank. Good luck with that, but put down your bubble. Bubbles are for losers. Ow! Alright, fine. Bubbles are for winners. Don't do that again. Die, 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 die! Oh, I have to jump over him, and then the bubbles go away. Okay. Now I know. And knowing is like 10% of the battle. The rest is raw skill! Also, anyone who just walks through the Mega Man doors is a lamer. I said it. Maybe not in the original Mega Man, because it doesn't, like, make you, pose cool, but you better be at least sliding or jumping through that door, or you're lame. I'm sorry, it had to be said. And they did keep that, even in the advanced Mega Man games, if you pose, you keep that pose as you go through the door, because it looks cool. Now, the coolest pose, I think, is sliding and then firing, because he keeps his weapon out, but if you do that, you won't be able to preemptive attack the boss. So that's only for people who really want to look cool. They want to look cool so badly that they're actually willing to do slightly worse in the boss fight, which I gotta say I respect. Looking cool in real life, I don't really care that much. Looking cool in video games, all about it. That's why I'd love to do Devil May Cry 3, because they actually designed the game for you to be as cool as possible. Yep. Over. Yep, jump over him, he lets down his guard. Good to know. These are things I never figured out before, because I probably just came in here with my gator wheel and started kicking ass. Yes, hurry up. I don't have a lot of space on my computer. If I'm not careful, I'm going to fill up the hard drive and I'll have to stop. So I got to do this real quick. Bubbles spleesh you. Alright, instead of trying to go back and backtrack now, let's try to do this real fast. That's a wire sponge? I'm fighting a wire sponge? That doesn't sound like a good sponge at all. I think that's what that says. Is it sponge? I don't know. My dyslexia has been confused by your words. I mentioned the fact that I have dyslexia a lot. I don't know if it sounds like I'm making excuses for mistakes or anything, but it really, especially in this where you have to read proper names and stuff like that, it affects me almost every day. Now, I mentioned this before, you can actually change the weather pattern by using certain weapons on those orbs. Ooh. I want that. Too bad. Uh-oh! That was foolish of me. I thought I could make it without dashing. But yeah, the only reason I'm not illiterate, pretty much, is because my half-brother, when I met him for the first time at when I was 12... Interesting story there, but perhaps for another time. He gave me his collection of comic books. And he had a collection of around 3,000 comic books. And because of that, I really wanted to read, and I found out, years later, that's why he gave them to me. He was trying to get me to read, and it worked. So the only reason I'm not totally illiterate, because the public school systems totally would have failed me there, is because of comic books. However, the way I read is from context. I actually can't read a lot of words, but if I see it in a sentence, I'm very good at figuring out from context. But that doesn't work with most proper names. You can't get them by context, because you could fill in any name in there, and bam. So I actually have to read it by looking at the phonics of it, and it's the phonics that I have trouble with. So yeah, I'm going to make mistake on proper names, and I'm going to make mistake on big words that I haven't seen in print enough times to know what they are. So in the way I memorize how each word looks, it's like I kind of see the words as like pictures almost, as opposed to a conglomeration of letters that make up sounds. I mean, they're almost like Japanese characters. Here's the power-it-up bubble attack, by the way. And bubbles are one of the weapons that changes the weather patterns. It might just be fire and bubble that do it. I'm not sure anything else does it. And if you've played this game and you know where all the items are, the reason I didn't get the heart container or the E-tank is because I got those in part 4 or something. Alright, I'm kind of flying through this because, again, I don't want to run out of hard drive space. Alright. See? Coolest pose ever! You would be scared if you saw that flying into the room. I have no idea what he's weak against. It's not Bubbles, is it? Certainly not. Regardless, gonna beat him the old-fashioned way. I gotta stop saying that. There's certain things that I need to stop saying. That you notice, after you listen to yourself talk. There's repetitive and redundancies in pretty much everyone's speech. So I need to stop saying awesome. I need to stop saying that's cool. The awesome is going to be hard, though. I'm probably not going to be able to not say that's awesome. And I need to stop saying there we go. Let me move my microphone so I'm not spitting into it. But I've gotten better. I don't say basically anymore, or as much. Or at least I mix it up by saying usually and essentially, or... Yeah, I don't want my speech to be too redundant. Ha! You are easy. Maybe just everything is easy once you get the powered-up X-Buster. Because those 2 shots right after another is kind of ridiculous. Bam, 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 bam. It's also kind of odd. Every single enemy in the first game blew up with red explosions, or orange explosions, and now they all blow up with blue explosions. So maybe these Mavericks are better or something. But they stay blue throughout the entire series after this. Pretty weird weapon, Strike Jan. Not a bad one, though. Mega Man X. I've located the X-Hunter's base. It's at grid location 00, right at the North Pole. Roger, Dr. Kane. I'm on my way. It will take some more time to reactivate Zero. Slow them down, Mega Man X. Incidentally, there's a boss battle that won't be playing, because if you don't repair Zero, you have to fight him. So I had to decide which I was going to show, either the fight with Zero or the fight with the 3 Maverick Hunters. And really, I'll take the 3 extra boss battles versus the 1 as far as showing everything. Still, the fight with Zero is pretty cool. In any case, on to the final stages, next episode. Actually, next episode I'm going to find all the stuff I miss, and then on to the next stages. But, alright, I'm CrossKnights. Thank you for watching.